From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. His first carry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And see, you look at this. What kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
In motion comes the tight end left. On second down, right back to Hines. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to air one out. And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They run with Hines. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Okay, didn't break down in a good way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. This is Hines. Down to about the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They run again with Hines. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Hines. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On second and goal, Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. We're scoreless after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. There's Chris Olave. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Shot, 17.
A give to Kamara running right. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Saints at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Ready, drill three.
They're going to try and throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Play action. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. Dances by him. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jackson. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now receiver in motion left. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try the left side. Hines, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down, here's Jackson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, but we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing, but credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Strike! Strike! Row 52. Ultra. Ultra. Slide 97.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 29.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. And that'll bring up second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
52 left. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
560. Yellow. Strikers. 3-3.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Kamara trying the right side. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Let's go on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's Hines. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 32 on the play. Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Slot man moves right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Try to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
43 rail. Steal. Check steal. Place. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Saints.
38.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 38-yard line.
Red. Red. Yellow. Red.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Red. Yellow. Blue.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check right. Hey, green. Hey, cross field. Ready.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Black Ultra.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They begin the drive with Hines, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunky yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
On second down now, it's Hines. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Slide through.
They'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Derek Brown, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. First down, here's White. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Running left on the handoff is Kamara. Down to the 22-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Watch out now. 52.
Back to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Jackson to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Carolina, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.